On the next Canine Corner, love is in the air this season, and we'll be talking about some great ways to celebrate Valentine's Day with your dog. Plus, we will learn about the Lucy Pet Foundation and their amazing float at the Rose Parade, and we'll tell you how you can give these guys a forever home. All this coming up on the next Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. We have a great show for you today. Just because it's the middle of winter doesn't mean that we can't have some fun. Love is definitely in the air here as Valentine's Day approaches, and whether you're a fan of the holiday or prefer to celebrate Singles Awareness Day, we'll tell you the best ways to celebrate with your canine companion. And what goes along with Valentine's Day? Well, flowers, of course. We'll stop by the Rose Parade and learn all about Lucy Pet Foundation Surfing Dog Float. But first, let's meet some adorable rescue dogs who are looking for their forever homes.
FORTE Rescue is based out of Marina del Rey. It was founded by Maria Taki, and she helps dogs get freedom from shelter. So we rescue the most at-risk dogs and find them their forever loving homes. Every Saturday at Centinela on Centinela Street from 12:30 to 3:30, we have our available dogs to be adopted. Okay, the little guy on the right, his name is Prancer, and then the little guy on the left, his name is Dancer. They are 2 bonded brothers, so they are looking for a forever home together so they can spend the rest of their lives together. They were found clutching a tree in a rainstorm just before Thanksgiving. They love other small dogs. They're very quiet. They don't make any noise. I think they would do great in any home that just loves dogs. We're not sure how they do with big dogs, but at the adoption events, they have been around bigger dogs and they've seemed fine. So I think with the proper introduction, really any home would work for these little guys. They're about 8 months old, that's what the vet says, so probably they're not going to get too much bigger. Little Prancer's a little bit smaller, he's about 6 pounds, and little Dancer's about 7 pounds. And as you can see, they're both light as feathers. They're really easy to carry, both of them. They love to both be held together, they love to give kisses, and they love to just take care of each other. I would say that Dancer is more of the leader. He kind of likes to check things out. Prancer tends to be a little more cautious, but he loves to follow his brother. Anything his brother is doing, he wants to join right in. They would love to have a forever home by Valentine's Day. We hope that the right person is out there to adopt these lovely, sweet boys.
If you are interested in adopting these dogs, please contact FORTE Animal Rescue at farescue.org. Those dogs are so cute! Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and whether you love the holiday or not, it's the perfect time to spend some quality time with your pup and show them just how much you care. Whether you're a fan of Valentine's Day or think of it as a Hallmark holiday, celebrating Valentine's Day with your pup can bring love into both of your lives and show your dog just how much you care. Let's talk about the 5 best ways to spend Valentine's Day with your dog. Number 1 is to make a Valentine with your dog. It's one of the easiest things you can do, and it will create lasting memories. All you'll need is some construction paper, doilies, a stamp pad, and of course, your dog. So let's get started. Now, I already glued on my doily onto my light pink construction paper just to save some time and not bug Popeye. So I have my stamp pad here. I'm gonna take it and dip his paw into it. Clearly he has done this before. He's very patient with me. Oops, spoke too soon. I'm just gonna take it right here and stamp it onto the construction paper. And I have his paw print. Next, I'm just gonna take my little gold doily and put it in the middle, just anything to really make it kind of festive and fun. And this might be a nice way to start Valentine's Day with your dog and sort of kick the holiday off. Right, Popeye? Now, so, he has his paw print on there. I want to make something personal too. So I'm just going to take a little bit of lip gloss. And do a kiss mark on there. I'm gonna write to Popeye, love, Riannon. And so there it is. Obviously, Popeye and I are not the best at making Valentines, but it's a lot of fun and it's really something kind of special and sweet. You can put it up on a bulletin board or a refrigerator. Now, after making all those Valentines, one great way to help your dog relax is to give him a mini spa day, because who does not love some spa treatment? Popeye does. There's a couple different things you can do. One of the easiest things is to grab your dog's brush. Popeye has a dual hard bristle, soft bristle one, and just give some relaxing little brush strokes, top of their head. Popeye has his spa robe on, so the brushing area is limited. But even under the chin a little bit, kind of just all over, just something to relax. Popeye gets very relaxed when I brush him. Another thing that you can do is Popeye has his Noble Pet Company paw balm that he absolutely loves. Oh, I think he thinks it's a snack, but he loves when I use this stuff and just take a little bit of it after all that paw stamping in the Valentines, and just really rub it on the bottom of his paws and sort of massage it in, because who doesn't love a paw massage? It's nice, huh? And this is something that'll help enhance the bond with your dog and really just have some quality time and a little bit of extra special treatment for them. And the last thing you can do is get your dog some doggy cologne or doggy perfume. Popeye has his CK9 cologne that makes him smell absolutely wonderful. And I just spritz a little on his back right here. And he smells so good. Now that your dog is all primed and pampered, let's move on to number 3, having a mini festive photo shoot at home. All you'll need is some fun Valentine's Day props. Let's get snapping. So I have Popeye's headband here, which he just loves to wear. Clearly Popeye likes being photographed and is okay with dressing up, but definitely make sure when you're doing this that your dog is okay with either props or even having their photo taken. Just always be conscious of your dog's mood and stuff like that. So Popeye, I have the little pen, if you remember it from making our Valentine. I'm using it as an arrow, like he's Cupid. And for me, I have some fun, I know you're jealous, Popeye, I know. Light up Valentine's glasses. So it's kind of funny and silly, but you can take some selfies. Popeye loves selfies. These are cool. We should wear this stuff more often. Come here, Popeye. Smile, Popeye. Popeye. I gotta get your headband in. Let's try it this way. So it's just really fun to do. You can take some photos of your dog as well. I'm gonna turn the lights off on these before I let Popeye wear them, so he's okay with that. Oh, that is just Cupid right there. So it's just another fun way to celebrate with your dog. Now, number 4 is posting a loving message to your dog on social media. Now that you have some beautiful photos or embarrassing photos from your photo shoot with your dog, you can post them to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and just share a loving message for Valentine's Day about how much your dog means to you. You can post it for your friends to see and then read it out loud to your dog for just like a special moment. Be sure to use hashtag #K9Valentine so Popeye and I can read all of your sweet stories. Now, another thing that you can do as the day is winding down is to take your dog for a walk at his favorite spot, whether it be the beach or the park or even your own neighborhood. Then head home and have a toast to you and your dog. You can have your favorite beverage and your dog can have his favorite beverage. Popeye loves his Bowser beer, so I'll just give him a little bit in his bowl, or in this case, his champagne flute. And and we can have a lovely toast with some treats. Cheers, Popeye. Popeye, will you accept this rose? Definite, that was a definite no. Even after all this, Popeye still won't be my Valentine. But give one or all of these ideas a try to show your dog just how much you care this Valentine's Day. Well, it's no secret that Popeye loved all of that extra attention, and I think it's safe to say that he is a fan of Valentine's Day. We're gonna take a short break, but don't go anywhere. There's much more doggone fun when we come back.
Get up, I know you found a way. Head up, look through those clouds of gray.
Now it's our turn. Go to ourturntohelp.org and donate what you can. Hope is on the way.
Welcome back to Canine Corner. I'm your host, Riannon Trutanich. Surf's up and the dogs were hanging 10 at the Lucy Pet Foundation float at the Rose Parade this year. Let's check it out. Surf's up, dogs.
This is Lucy Pet's Gnarly Cranking Canine Wave Maker, which is the Lucy Pet's float.
The Wave Maker float broke 2 Guinness World Records before making its debut in the Rose Parade.
There's about 8,000 gallons of water that's going to go in this tank today. And what happens in the back is the wave generator, which was made by American Wave Machine, and it propels the dogs down to this end we're standing on. And then what happens is there's handlers here, they get put in, they come out this little glass door because it's all safe. And then they get put in these little woodies and get driven with their surfboards back to the beginning, and they do it all over again.
The Lucy Pet Foundation took their smaller Wave Maker bus around the country and held auditions to find the best surfing dogs to be in the parade.
We went all over the country. We were in Manhattan with the portable wave machine, which is 75 feet long. And we're in New York with skyscrapers around us. Yeah, it was so much fun.
During the Rose Parade, the entire top of this float was filled with water and dogs surfed their way back and forth along the parade route. And although the dogs were the stars of the Lucy Pet float, it would not have been possible without some hardworking volunteers.
It's been really fun, but my hands are all sticky and weird from the glue because we've been gluing a lot of flowers down.
Yeah, it's been really fun. I like putting the flowers onto the leaves.
The girls are part of a local Girl Scout troop who volunteered to help decorate the floats. They spent their morning working on the Lucy Pet float. And you guys have kind of had a behind the scenes look at everything. So, going into the parade, what's your favorite float so far?
Probably the dog one. Who cares about anything else? Just the dogs.
And the girls weren't the only ones excited about the Lucy Pet Foundation float.
It's going to be a big crowd pleaser, and it's very entertaining. Probably, I think it's going to be the most entertaining float, but it also has a serious message, which is spay and neuter your pets.
And that message about spaying and neutering animals is what the Lucy Pet Foundation is based on.
The Lucy Pet Foundation is a 501c3 charity that we do free spay and neuter. And then the Lucy Pet Products actually funds the foundation because all the profits from the products are going to the foundation.
The work through the Lucy Pet Foundation and the Lucy Pet Products are all working towards the goal of stopping pet overpopulation.
I needed to help stop pet overpopulation because there's too many. And the first week I had my spay neuter bus and my surgical staff, I spent a week at a shelter, and they adopted out 40 animals, but 90 came in. So you do the math, it just doesn't work out. So I'm dedicated really the rest of my life to that cause and really making spay and neuter all over the country with Lucy Pet Foundation a viable avenue for people that don't have the money to do it.
If you would like more information about the Lucy Pet Foundation, please visit lucypetfoundation.org. This Valentine's Day, there's no better gift you can give your dogs than keeping them healthy. Let's learn some ways we can keep our dogs heart healthy.
I'm Dr. Paula Acock with Dr. Paula's Mobile Veterinary Services, and I'm here to give you some helpful tips on having a healthy heart for your dog.
What are the most important factors related to my dog being heart healthy?
So I would say definitely the obvious: clean water, good food, trying to avoid fatty foods, cheese, pork products, some of those really yummy foods and not necessarily good for your pet, the McDonald's hamburger through the drive-thru. But we also want to think about other things related to the heart, like heartworm prevention. The LA County Public Health Department released that there was 300 cases of heartworm in LA County this summer. So we need to make sure our flea and products do have heartworm prevention as well. And there are many out there that don't. There are many there that do, and those are usually ones that you do need to get from your veterinarian. And the reason for that is that we are making sure that they're healthy before they go on heartworm prevention. A lot of times we do a heartworm test first, make sure they don't already have heartworm. Heartworms can be very subtle. Sometimes you'll get a cough beforehand. Sometimes they run across the yard and their heart's not working. So I saw a lot of heartworm in Arizona. I'm not surprised that it's finally made its way to the South Bay. So we need to take it very serious, because when I practiced in Arizona, at the beginning I saw one case a year, and by 6 years later I was seeing it every couple of months. So heartworm spreads very fast by mosquitoes, and it's so easy to treat with just keeping them on a preventative. It's a little treat. Definitely if you travel with your pets like a lot of us do, they may have gone to areas where there is heartworm as well. That would be a big thing for me, would be that. And then the other things is just, and to live a healthy heart life, is just to be in tune to your pet. If you're suddenly noticing a new cough, they seem a little lethargic, any exercise intolerance, good reason to bring them into the vet to have the heart checked.
What are some healthy treat options for dogs?
Other than making sure that your treat is a good treat, is low in fat, the commercial treats, and there's a lot of good stuff out there. We all know that everyone can't help but feed something off the table, no matter how much we say, no, that's probably not the best idea. So I tell my clients, if you're gonna feed a treat off the table, consider a carrot. Green beans are great. Little piece of chicken or deli turkey is okay, but really like avoiding those fatty foods. Even pills can be hidden in a little bit of cream cheese on a piece of bread, a little bit of peanut butter on a piece of bread, the nutty peanut butter that they can't tell the nut from the pill. And if you really feel like you gotta do that hot dog to hide something, try to do the turkey hot dog instead.
How much exercise should dogs generally get?
So dogs are like people. If they're a couch potato, then they need to be eased in. Start with going to the mailbox. Obesity has become a major factor in animals like it has in people, and it's good for the pet owner and it's good for the pet to go ahead and walk your dog. So whether it's go in the backyard and throw the ball or the frisbee for 30 minutes to 45 minutes a day, or it's go for a walk, and whether that be, like I said, starting with walking to the mailbox and coming back and going to get the mail together, then walking down the block. The other extreme is people might do too much with their animal. Animals can have a hard time decreasing their heat. They do it by panting or by sweating from their paws, and they can overheat, definitely. Older pets can get heat exhaustion easily. Certain breeds are very prone to them. A Frenchie or a bulldog or a pug is not a hiking buddy, because they just can't cool off easily enough, and then they end up in the emergency room later. But your high energy dogs, your Aussies, your Golden Retrievers, they definitely need to get out. A lot of behavioral problems is boredom. And then you've got your breeds like greyhounds that they run around the block and lay on the couch for the rest of the day, and that's perfect amount of exercise for them because they're sprinters. So it all kind of goes with the animal, and just making sure it does happen every day if you can.
Are there any food types that are better for a dog's heart and health than others?
So the cardiologist at a recent talk was saying that they don't necessarily recommend any specific diet for when they have heart issues, but they do recommend that we avoid salty snacks. So probably sardines shouldn't be in there, and salty fish and crackers and such like that, potato chips. Heart disease in animals is a lot more genetic than in what they do or don't eat. Little dogs are very prone to valvular disease where their valves get leaky. Some breeds like Dobermans get conditions like disseminated cardiomyopathy where their hearts don't work well. So most important thing is to be really kind of paying attention to your pet and those subtle symptoms, and know that you didn't do anything wrong if your pet develops heart disease. A lot of it, like I said, is just genetic.
If you would like more information about Dr. Paula's mobile veterinary service or would like to schedule an appointment, please visit drpaulamobile.com. If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. Now, if you missed the adoption segment at the beginning of our show, here's your recap. Dancer and Prancer are bonded brothers. They are 8-month-old Chihuahua mixes. They are looking for a forever home who would adopt them together. They were rescued during a rainstorm before Thanksgiving. They are both very sweet dogs and would make great companions. They are currently being fostered with other dogs and would do well in any type of home. They love snuggling and want you to give them a forever home. If you are interested in adopting these dogs, please contact FORTE Animal Rescue at farescue.org. If you want even more Canine Corner, be sure to like our Facebook page and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.